Hey everybody, it's David here and welcome to Digital Doxology. Today I'm going to be talking about digital audio workstations or DAWs. Do you know what a DAW is? If you don't know what a DAW is and that sounds completely foreign to you, then today's tutorial is for you. In this video today I am going to show you how to get started using a digital audio workstation. Now about a month ago I put a video on here called 5 tips for getting started in writing music. So the first thing was to ask yourself that question. Do you have a passion for writing music? And what kind of music would you like to write? Would you like to write classical music? Would you like to write rap music or dance music? Or would you like to write jazz or maybe country western music or rock? So it really doesn't matter what style of music you would like to write. The first thing you need to ask yourself though is, do I have a passion for making music? Do I want to make music? And what am I willing to do? How much am I willing to practice or learn to get that passion put into reality? So 5 tips. The first tip is you ask yourself that question. Is writing music something you really have a passion for? I started writing music when I was 16 with a guitar and about 8 or 10 chords in my pocket. And I would write words down to songs and put chords above them. And that's how I started writing music. And then from there, I learned how to play the piano and do other things, how to use computers and sound sequencers. I became a music teacher because music was something I had a passion for. So in my 5 tips video, I said, number 1, is music something that you have a passion for? Number 2, learn an instrument. Number 3, practice, practice, practice. Number 4, learn some music basics. And the 5th tip was sharing your music and learning how to do that. Before I get started though, please, if you like this video, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe and ring that little bell in the corner so that you'll be notified when I put out any new videos. Let's get started. All right, everybody, let's dive into this. And let's get started learning what a digital audio workstation is all about. So I'm going to assume that you know nothing about a digital audio workstation, and I'm going to just introduce you to some basics today. All right, and this is what you see on your screen right now is one that you can do for free. It's called Soundation.com. And you can join up for free. You just have to go in and sign up and put your email in and get a password, then you can sign up for free. But what I'm going to do is in a few minutes, I'm going to show you some other ones that are very similar to this. So if you want to pay the price a little bit, if you really get into Soundation and you really like it, and you decide you want more features, you can sign up for different monthly features. What I suggest first is play around with it for free. And don't pay any money until you decide that this is something you really want to do. So I'm going to show you some of the other ones. Let's start first with Ableton Live. This is Ableton Live or Ableton Lite, some people call it. You can try it for free. You can get it for Windows or Mac if you have a Windows computer or a Macintosh. And you can try it for free. I don't know how long. Right now, a free trial until September 2nd. But by the time this video comes out, that may expire and they may expand it until October. So go into Ableton Lite if you want to check into that. But this is another digital audio workstation. It has a lot more features than Soundation. And if it's something you really enjoy doing and you really think this is something you can get into, check it out. Another one is Logic Pro. This is for the Macs. If you have a Macintosh computer or a laptop, or a notebook computer, a MacBook, Mac Air, one of those, they will handle this just fine. Logic Pro is $199, but I think sometimes they can get discounts if you're a college student or a high school student, or if you're taking classes right now. By all means, check into it and see if you can get a discount on that. Another program is Cubase or Steinberg's Cubase. This is called Cubase. This one's a little more expensive, has a lot more features. Some of these programs are the same kind of programs that are used by big-time producers to record artists like Lady Gaga or Bruno Mars. They use these programs to master their music, and then before they put it on the radio. So these are very technical programs. In fact, some of these programs, like the one I just showed you, Cubase, Logic Pro. Logic Pro you can learn pretty fast. There's a lot of tutorials on YouTube. Ableton Lite is also kind of like Logic Pro X. It's very friendly, user-friendly. But when you start getting into some of these things like Pro Tools and Cubase, these get a little more technical, and they are actually so technical that you can take college courses in how to use them. And so they are very technical programs, and they will do a lot. And they're set up a little differently than the one I'm going to show you in just a minute. Another basic one that's really good is Soundtrap. This is sometimes they used to be a few years back they called this Fruit Loops. And the one that we're going to do today is Soundation. And of course I am using the free version. You can also go in and sign up for free. Put your email in there and get a password, and you can get started on it. So for the free version, you get 3 projects. It looks like I'm maxed out there. And you get 1 GB of storage. So I'm on the free plan. If I want to create a project, I just click on there, but I've already got 3 going, so it won't let me do that. But let me go in and show you my weird mix. And all I'm going to do is kind of lay out for you and explain some of the controls. These are pattern sequencers. So you have patterns over here, loops and samples. And I took some sample patterns for like the rhythms and beats and stuff. So that, what I just played was a loop or a pattern that's over here. And you can take these patterns, if you like them, and drag them into your program. You can go up and down through the list, scrolling with your mouse, look for drums, vocals, just kind of sampling different sounds, keyboards. All right, and notice, of course, each sample has what key it's in. A lot of people don't notice that right away, but it's over there. It also has how many beats per minute. So this sample right here is in the key of E minor. It's 125 beats per minute, and it's a vocal. You have keyboards. And that one was keyboards, 125 beats per minute in the key of D minor. So if you think you like those, you just click on it and drag it over onto your grid here to get your synthesizer to play. Now this isn't going to match up with my beat, but I'll play it so you can hear it. Here is my roll house. And if I like that, I just click on that, click copy, and go over here and click paste. Then I can move it over. You want to make sure you put this in where the lines match up. And you can see the little lines. So this is bar 1. This is the first measure. Second measure. Third measure is where my song starts. So I'm going to go over here to the first measure and click my space bar, and my song will play. Let's listen to it. Drum break. I added some more drums here. You're going to hear them come in a second. I'm going to solo. 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 And stop. Now what I did over here on the side is I hit the little square that says S. S for solo. If I just want to hear this track number 4, I just hit solo, and I can hear just that track. If I just want to hear the rhythm on track number 1, audio channel 1, click solo. So you have solo and mute. Watch what happens when I hit mute. So mute just silences that track. So each of these little grids or squares is like a measure. So basically I have a 16 measure phrase right here. And these are all just basically drum beats. So notice how they're the same color. That's important. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different tracks, just like I would if I was on a tape player or recorder. This is like a multi-track recorder. I have my play button up here on the top. I can go back to the beginning by clicking right on the square there. That's stop. I have a little trim marker here. I can trim these up if I want to trim them, or a pointer tool. This is my metronome. So when I hit the play button, you'll hear the metronome. And I can turn the metronome off by clicking right there. If I want to use a keyboard, I can just use that little virtual keyboard, and I can play the keyboard on my piano. I'm actually using my computer keyboard to play the virtual keyboard. It's not quite as responsive as a real piano, but you can do some kind of basic things with that. Also note that the letters here do not match the music alphabet, so that these are the letters on your keyboard on your computer that you can play. Like this is the A key. This happens to be the note C. That's the letter D, or the S key. Okay, so I'm just using my keyboard on my computer. But if I wanted to, I'm actually using my piano now. Now I'm playing it on my piano. Over here on the side, let me kind of go through all the controls. So to go to your home screen, you're going to click right there to go back to Soundation. Your song, whatever you were working on, is automatically saved. So all you got to do is click right back in there. It takes you right back to your song. See, over on the side here, you have your library. That's over here on the far right. And you have your collaborative panel. You can collaborate with friends on here. If you know somebody that you want to do this, like you have a friend that you know in another city and you want to collaborate on a song, you can put your email in there for your friend via username or email address, and it'll send a copy of this to a friend somewhere in another city, which is kind of nice if you want to do it with different things, like share your files with different people and stuff. And of course, they always got the upgrade buttons everywhere. So if you want to upgrade and get more loops, you can welcome to do that. This is a nice button. That you like your song, you want to save it to something that you can play. I like my beat right there. In a minute, I'm going to do that, and I'll show you how to do that. So let me keep going here. And you just have some questions. There's help here, support. Settings, these are some settings that you can set. Different things you can go through and just play around with these. But we're just going to go to the library and click on Loops and Samples, Virtual Instruments. Let me take that number off of there. There we go. These are some virtual instruments. And if I want that virtual instrument, I'm going to drag it over here and make a new channel for it. So here's my virtual, I'm going to turn. So I'm playing my piano to make that sound. Now let's say I really like that and I want to record that. What I'm going to do is click on up here with this little round button. And I'm surprised it usually is a little red button, but that's the record button right there. You're going to hit that button and there's going to be your, I want my metronome on. Now watch what I'm going to do in just a second. Play my song. Turn up the metronome. I like that. Let me do it again. So if you like that and you want to just do it again, just erase it, Go back, click. Make sure you click on this channel and then get your instrument plugged in and it'll record on that channel. Let's say you want a different instrument though, like a kalimba. This is going to sound different. Listen. I'm going to make a little pattern to go with this top. So let's see, I'm going to record. No, I want this one right here. Hit record. Now I did my little phrase right there with the kalimba, and go back and I can play it. All right, I'm gonna stop. So what it did is it recorded what I was playing on my piano on my MIDI piano. But let's say I want to make up some sounds with what I'm doing. I want to make up my own little beats with my mouth. And I want to record something. Maybe I want to sing while I'm recording. Well, I'm going to go down here and click. I'm going to right click or left click on my mouse and add audio channel. So I'm going to delete this. So I have added an audio channel up here. So I'm going to record something with my mouth and record on my audio channel. Oh, I know what the problem is. The problem is my audio recording is overlapping with what's playing on my speakers here. So if I really wanted to do this good, I would record my audio with headphones on. And then the computer won't pick up the other sounds, only my voice. Yeah, but it makes sense for everybody. It's picking up, when I'm doing the audio recording, it's picking up everything and kind of creating a feedback loop. So that's kind of an interesting thing I never encountered before because I hadn't tried that. But you can record audio while you're recording other stuff. My suggestion is use headphones. So it's recording my flute right there. So I can listen to the flute on top of my other sounds. So there I got my flute, I got a kalimba, I got my snare drum, and my other drums come in right there, adding to it. Maybe I want to put a bass in there, then I could go look for a bass sound over here somewhere, drag it in there, and add a new bass sound. So this is what a digital audio workstation is good for. Layering sounds, putting everything together in your different patterns, making a complete song, and then when you're all ready, you can click over here and save it as an MP3 file. Oh, processing, there we go. I forgot to double click. So now I've got my weird mix saved as an MP3 file. Well, everybody, I hope you learned a little bit something about digital audio workstations today. By all means, take a few minutes, play around with one of these, give them a shot. It's free, and some people will try this for a little bit and say, I don't really like this. This is not really my cup of tea, and that's okay. The best thing is that this is free and you don't spend any money trying it out. But if you play around with this and you think, I want to do more, I want more loops, I want to be able to record songs, I want to do more with my keyboard, then Maybe play around with it some more for free. Upgrade it to the $5 a month plan if you want. Try it some more. And if it grows on you, then you might want to look into something like Logic Pro X or maybe Ableton Lite. One of those, or Ableton Live. Pro Tools, some of these do cost money. I'm not sure how much they are. Well, that's not too bad. Pro Tools starting at $31 for the complete tool set. That's interesting. Starting at $99 for the Pro Tools Flex. If you want just kind of the basic tool set, you can start out at a lesser price. And you do get discounts if you're a student. Whether you're a full-time, part-time student, you do get discounts. Also, make sure you check and see that it is compatible with your computer, like Windows, Macintosh, whatever it might be. Okay? This is Dave saying please hit like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. Don't forget to ring the little bell and hit the subscribe button so that you'll be notified. The next video that comes out, you'll be notified when it comes out. Have a great day. Take it easy. Have fun. Play around with it. Bye.